Hey, Clintos the Gamer here, doing a video on my thoughts about Starforge. This is a game that is being developed by CodeHatch, and it is currently in alpha. Basically, this game is a sci-fi action RPG survival game. Right now, the game is pretty bare bones. There really is not that much to do within survival mode. You start out with a drill so that you can mine for ores and stuff like that at the very beginning of the game, which is pretty nice. But then you look at what you can create with all of the minerals that you've gathered, and it's hardly anything at all. And this is where one of the major flaws within this current version of the game comes in. The only way that you can get different tools and get different items for you to craft is you have to find these randomly placed supply drops within your map, and once you find them, it'll either give you a new tool or it'll give you a blueprint. And the whole time I played the game, I only was able to find one supply drop, and all it contained was another gun, so it wasn't even helpful. So even if you manage to find a supply drop, it could just contain something that you don't even need. So I found that very frustrating, and I had cut off my game and was reloading my file, and I noticed that whenever you reload your file, all the supply drop and everything at the initial spawn of the game reappears. And also I gained a level. So the supply drop at the spawn dropped again, and this terminal object was duplicated. So I'm guessing that this is their solution to it being hard to find blueprints and hard to find tools, is just to respawn everything, and then you can just load your game up 20 plus times until you get all the blueprints and all the tools. But it just begs the question, why didn't they just make it to where I could craft all this stuff to begin with? Why make it to where I have to reload my game over and over and over in order to get everything? It's just pointlessly stupid. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get what they were thinking when they did that. The enemy lineup in this game was kind of disappointing. All they have right now is one enemy with some pretty poor AI. There are a good bit of graphical issues with the game. Lots of just random floating trees and floating grass and stuff like that, and delayed effects from your mining equipment. But that kind of stuff, I would say, is excusable because it's in alpha. One thing that really annoyed me is that the pause menu in this game doesn't actually pause the game. It'll bring up the menu, but the game will still be running. So if what I did is I paused it and went to the bathroom, and I came back to find me being attacked by one of the enemies, or the enemy within the game. And so I really don't understand why some developers do that. Like, why make it to where your game can't pause? It just seems like a pretty bonehead move. And they're basically forcing you to just completely exit the game before you can go to the bathroom or whatever else you were trying to do to pause it. And it's just really stupid, because for a game like this, you kind of need to look up some things. You need to go to the Wikipedia to see how you do certain things, because it's kind of like Minecraft. On Minecraft, you have to look up stuff a good bit, and so making it to where you can't pause the game is just dumb. There's also a fortress defense mode to where there is waves of enemies, and in between each wave there is a new supply drop, and with those supply drops you get resources or new weapons, and you can use that to help build up a fortress and make turrets and stuff like that. And that mode, it was just okay, because since there's only one enemy and the combat in the game isn't that great, it just was kind of just, it was lackluster. It just wasn't that great. It was just an okay tower defense game. As the game is currently, I cannot recommend it. It is not worth the money. On Steam right now, it is $20, and they're saying if you buy it right now, then it's 50% off. So whenever the game is completely finished, it's going to be $40. Now, if they implement everything they're saying they're going to implement, which is like being able to fly into space and being able to, I think they said you could travel to other planets. I may be wrong on that, but they're promising a good bit of stuff. And if they implement all that stuff, it might be a pretty good game. Because like right now, it is just an alpha. So I'm willing to give it the benefit of the doubt and say that it does have some potential if they fulfill everything they say. But if the game just stays close to the way it is now, this is pretty much trash. I would not buy this game at all. So I guess we'll see where it goes. Hopefully it gets better. If it does get better, I'll probably play it, because what they're promising sounds pretty awesome. And it'd be a game that I know a lot of people would probably enjoy. So those are my thoughts on Starforge. I'm Clintos the Gamer. Thanks for watching and have a great day.